The table, when I'm the table, I'm the cut up the music, wake up the neighbors. Yo, Kanye in the game. Man, shout out to them. Anyway, this is your boy Big Vern here at App Stupid at the night show. The late show, giving you all every bit of content that's original. If you're joining us for the first time, please smash the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way on the channel. We appreciate it when you do that. Also, tonight we had a discussion. Should Tua Tagovailoa do something different? Yeah, he probably should. Then we talked about Jaden Daniels. It's Jaden Daniels special. And if you watched him versus Tampa, yeah, he is freaking special. Then from the good to the bad, we had the toilet bowl between the New England Tightwads and the Cincinnati Bungles. That thing was very hard to watch. I don't even know why they made that the first game for those two. Ugh. Now we're going to go ahead and pivot to the Buffalo Bills are in trouble. And watching this, I can only surmise, hey, something's off here. And I know people are going to say, hey, Vernon, you know what? You're being a prisoner of the moment. These guys, they're going to get it done, blah, 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 blah. What happened to the offense? What happened to the offense? And to borrow from the great Coach K, he had something that was legendary. One of his quotes says, when you win, sometimes it overshadows a poor performance. And that's what's been going on in Buffalo. And it's been happening because the Buffalo Bills fans are so traumatized, they'll take anything. But the offense on this thing is grinding to a halt. It's grinding to a halt. And we'll talk about that when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yes, McDonald's. I'm loving it. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local McDonald's. McDonald's. I'm loving it. So when we last left off, we wanted to know what happened to the offense of the Buffalo Bills. They only had 13 first downs versus the Dolphins. And I know when people see 31-10, they're like, oh, this is indicative of them and blah, blah. No. This was not an epic beatdown whatsoever. No way, no shape, no form. Plus, the Bills could always beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins can't beat the Bills. You see how that happens? The Dolphins can't beat the Bills. We're not going to sit here and try and feed you some sort of fairy tale. Hey, look at them. Nothing's wrong in Buffalo. They had 13 first downs for the game. Miami's not a top 5 defense anywhere. 108 rushing yards for the game. 108. Collectively. Come on, y'all. We got to stop this. We got to stop that. James Cook. I ain't gonna hold you. Cook was out there doing his thing. He didn't have over 80 yards rushing. 11 touches, 78 yards. He had those 2 touchdowns. Then you get the lone touchdown to James Cook, thrown by Josh Allen. And if you're telling me that Josh Allen is this elite quarterback, he didn't even have 20 throws dialed up. In the Arizona game, he didn't have 23. I think he had 23. He didn't have 25. This dude's skill set is anywhere between 30 and 35 throws. And it wasn't like Josh Allen was killing him on the ground either with his legs. He rushed for 2 yards. Mitchell Trubisky rushed for -2 yards. How is that possible? You pull your number down and you lose yardage. No wide receiver, and these are all new guys that he's throwing the ball to because Buffalo tried to be cheap. You know how they got that new stadium from Kathy Hochul, where they went out and took Indian land. And okay, I'm saying too much tonight. I'm sorry. Yo, give me a rap album real quick. It's your boy Big Vern. Let's get it. I know you ain't gonna believe this, but we got another rap album we're promoting this month. LL Cool J, The Force, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My favorites on the album is Spirit of Cyrus, Saturday Night Special, Black Code Suite, Passion, and The Vow. Many more. LL Cool J, The Force, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to LL Cool J doing his thing. Yeah, The Force is crazy. I ain't gonna hold. We've been pumping that album since July here on the platform. And when it dropped, like I say, shout out to James Todd. When we last left off, I was giving the Buffalo Bills their comeuppance. And I know most of you knuckle-dragging meat riders are like, they won though. Shut your simple ass up. Shut your simple ass up. How does Mitchell Trubisky scramble for -2 yards? That's another guy who wasn't even starting in North Carolina, and somehow Todd McScam and Mel Weirdo Kiper sat there and told people, oh, well, he can't miss. This guy plays end to end on every blade of grass. Man, I told you there are no bigger marks in the world than football fans. And if you want to endear yourself to a fan base, all you have to do is sing that fan base's praises. And they'll be like, he's telling it like it is. I'm telling it like it is. And I got a lot of people from Buffalo Bills Mafia mad at me. But what y'all mad at? It's like y'all seeing it as I'm saying it. Anyway, Allen himself only had 2 yards in rushing. And this dude was scrambling all over everywhere a couple of years ago. So where did his scrambling go this year? Yeah, remember the same Josh Allen had 23 turnovers last year. Are they hiding him? I just got to understand that. With a whole new wide receiver core, they're not dialing up a bunch of passes where he's going downfield and chucking the ball. These are the most tame numbers I've seen out of him. Like I said, somebody's doing something in that offensive coordinator room. Let me know. But I guess Sports Center, Fox Sports, they didn't train you clowns well enough to stop cookage. So I'll continue flambeing this mediocrity pimping pushed on the public. I'm the best in the world, baby. I'm the best in the world, baby. Dusty Rose Americana. I expect to see a dominant showing because the Bills, they can never beat the Dolphins, they can never beat the Bills. And so what I was looking for was Josh to get right back into pro form, 200 and some odd yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, them also have a good running game. Everything that you saw in that game came in that first quarter. Everything you saw in that game happened in the first quarter. Because Buffalo just did enough to hold on. Miami didn't do anything in the second half of that game. They got goose-egged in the third quarter, goose-egged in the fourth quarter at home. They only put up those 10 points in the first half of that game. And so if I'm a consumer from an entertainment standpoint, I want to see something competitive. I would guess both teams forgot about this is a 4-quarter game. Miami didn't do dick, and they'll sit there. Tua got hurt in that game. Very hard to see him take those kind of shots. We talked about that. He should do something else. But what's your excuse, Buffalo? What's your excuse, Allen? Because you all only put up 7 points in the third quarter. We gave you the team stats. This was not dominant whatsoever. They got beat through the air, 212 to 139. They got beat on the ground, 139 to 108. They didn't have more first downs than the Dolphins. They only converted on third down out of 9 attempts 3 times. And you sit up here and you don't believe me when I tell you winning covers up a bad performance? Coach K hit the nail right on the head. And I know I'm talking about something that a lot of you all don't understand, because all you see is the end result and be like, but they won though. Get your weird ass out of here. And I know it's a lot of Buffalo Bill Mafia fans that'll be out here talking crazy. Oh, well, we got to do this and that. Man, look, don't be dumb all your life. NFL taking advantage of y'all, and y'all going for it. The biggest thing where this game turned on its head was the interceptions. And the fact that Miami had 7 penalties for 50 yards. So they were killing their own momentum. And then with all of the picks, it was what it was. But it was hard to watch. And if you're a Buffalo Bills fan and you look at these putrid numbers, you can't seriously think that you're going to beat Buffalo. Buffalo's not going to beat Kansas City. The Buffalo Bills aren't going to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Not going to beat the 49ers or the Eagles. You may beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they'll find a way to self-destruct. You look at the top tier teams in the NFL, and as a Bills fan, you have to be in reality based. You're not beating these guys. You're not better than them. You can't be when you only get 13 first downs. You can't be better than them when you only pass it for 139 yards in a game. You can't be better than them barely rushing over 100 yards a game. You're not going to beat Kansas City converting 3 third down conversion out of 9 attempts. That's not going to get it done. And so we're watching the offense grind to a halt. What happened? But I could be wrong. Look, it's been a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. We'll see you bright and early on Monday. It's your boy Big Vern. Holla. All right.